Hello again, Mrs. Carell back here with Maniac Math. Today our topic we're going to investigate is what is multiplication? Well, multiplication is a quick way of adding groups of things. So, on your paper where it says important term or definition, I want you to write this whole sentence down. Multiplication is a quick way of adding groups of things. Remember, you can always pause things when you need a little bit more time. All right, so groups of things. In box number 1, we're going to do a little easy problem here. So box number 1, we're going to do, well, how about some smiley faces? Smiley faces sound good. Let's do some yellow smiley faces. In box number 1, I want you to draw a group of 3 smiley faces. That's one group of 3 smiley faces. And then somewhere else in box number 1, I want you to draw another group of 3 smiley faces. And then I want you to draw 2 more groups of smiley faces. Make sure you keep them apart from each other though. All right, so I know those are a little hard to see, but squint. So how many groups of smiley faces do we have? There's 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups of smiley faces. All right, how many smiley faces are in each group? 3. So how many times do you see 3 smiley faces? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Get it? 4 times I see 3 smiley faces. And if we were to do that the old-fashioned first grade way, we'd count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would look like this. 3, 3, 3, 3. Remember, 4 times I see the number 3. I add it up and I get 12. But you already probably know that 4 times 3 is 12. Or 4 times I saw 3 smiley faces. That means I saw a total of 12 smiley faces. So that's why multiplication is just a quick way of adding groups of things. But what if we have some bigger numbers? Like one day I went walking. This is me. One day I went walking. And I saw, let's see. 2 bugs. Why? Because they're easy to draw. I saw 2 bugs. Okay. The next day I went walking. And I saw 2 more bugs. And then another day I went walking. And I saw, guess what? 2 more bugs. Remember, as I said, multiplication is a quick way of adding groups of things. Well, I must have equal groups of things. And let's do one more day I went walking. And of course, that day I saw 2 more bugs. Oops. So, how many times did I go walking? 1, 2, 3, 4 times I went walking. How many bugs did I see each time? 2. How many bugs did I see total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 4 times 2, if you memorize that, you know it's 8. So in box number 2, go ahead and write some sort of symbol for this problem that we just did here. It could be something as easy as 4 times I saw 2 bugs, which means I saw 8 bugs total. You don't have to draw the pictures if you don't want to, but if you do, you can pause the video and draw the pictures. But what if we have something a little bit more difficult than 2 times 4? What if we have something like, I don't know, 25 times 3? Well, that could be 25 times I saw 3 bugs. Or 3 times I saw 25 bugs. Either way, that's a much bigger problem than 4 times 2 or 2 times 4. I could go ahead and take the number 25 and write it 3 times and add it up. 3 times I see 25, okay? Or I could write the number 3 25 times, and I can tell you what, that's not going to happen. I am way too lazy to put that much effort into it, especially when I know a shortcut. So, instead of doing that, we're going to work this problem out together in box number 3. So we have 25 times 3. All right, let's take a look at the number 25. What does it really mean if you have $25, let's say? Well, if I have $25, that means I have 10, 20. I haven't gotten to 25 yet. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And I need to see this amount 3 times. Okay, well, then let's go ahead and copy this. All right, it copies it way over in the corner, so I always have to move it. There's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now I gotta copy and paste it again. Well, actually, I just need to paste. Here we go. Yep, that didn't do it. So I'm moving over my other group of 25. 1 bill at a time. Okay, so I have 25 3 times. Okay, well, let's just take a look at this and count it up. I want you to count up how much money is here. And remember, we start with the big ones first. So let's go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All right, 60. Let's write this down here real quick. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. All right, so we had a total of 75. I just wrote the 60 down there so I wouldn't forget it. Because I had 6 $10 bills and that was $60. How many ones did I have? Count up how many ones you think there are and write it in a circle. So on box number 3, we should have 25 times 3. You can go ahead and put 75. But I want you to put 60 in one circle and then a plus sign. And then how many ones are there total? Did you get 15? If you did, you counted right. So 60 and 15. Well, if I add those up, I get 75. All right. Instead of drawing fancy bills, though, when you draw yours, that's all you need. Okay, so let's take a look at the standard algorithm. That means the way that old people do it. All right, maybe it doesn't really mean old people. Lots of young people do it this way too, but that's because that's the only way they know how. Well, let's see here. What do we get? What is 5 times 3? Was 15. All right, done. This 2 is really worth 20. What is 20 times 3? 20, 40, 60. Hey, do these numbers look familiar to you? When we counted up our tens, we had 60. When we counted up our ones, we had 15. And we know that makes 75. This is not exactly the standard algorithm, but it's pretty close. We're just separating things out a little bit. All right, let's try another one.